your hand in mine. Forever's about to happen right here in this moment of time. So let's draw a line right here in the sand, and let it be said that on this very day is the day that we took a stand. Cause not just a game, it's more than a game, it's more than the hurt, it's more than the pain, it's more than the glory, it's more than the fame. This right here is about legacy, man, so it's bigger than me, it's bigger than us. We can lose sight in the midst of the fuss, let's slow it down and take it in. Enjoy this moment, what's the rush? They want it bad, but we want it more. This is what we've been waiting for. With tears in our eyes, we let our hearts roar. Unleash war when we walk out this door, we won't be delayed, we won't be denied. In the end, we won't be refused with clear eyes, a full heart. There's no way that we can lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes.
And we welcome you to the Week 9 edition of the Tiger Football Report. John McElroy joined here by head coach of the Bentonville Tigers, Jody Grant. Coach Grant, good to have you back with us again this week. And I have to say, first of all, congratulations. We have a new member of the Tiger Nation, Tate Maddox Grant, born just this past week. And first of all, I want to tell you congratulations to you and your wife on that.
Thank you very much. We're excited about the addition to the family.
Yeah. Well, Coach, before we get into Heritage, you had Heritage come over this week. Let's talk about the seniors of this Bentonville Tiger football team. Of course, Friday night was senior night, and you got to honor those kids before the game began. And I'm looking back on it, this is a group of young men right now. They've been a part of 28 wins in this program, 2 conference championships and 2 state championships. Just talk a little bit about what these seniors have meant to you as a first-year head coach.
Well, this is a great group, and what they've accomplished as a class has been pretty impressive. You know, some things that they've done no other class has done. But for me, as a head football coach in my first year, you know, they've made the transition really smooth and easy, and done things the right way, acted right on and off the field, which is important. This is a group that we put our whole group through a leadership academy, but and we've worked with this group about really kind of taking ownership of this football team. And at this point, I feel like they've started to do that, and I think it's showing on the field.
Well, Coach, certainly an exciting time Friday night to honor these seniors, but you had an opponent come to town, the Heritage War Eagles, a team that has really struggled this year. So as you set out this week to prepare for Heritage, what was the focus you tried to give to the football team?
Well, we talked about how Heritage is in a situation where if they want to go to the playoffs, they have to beat us. So they were going to, throw everything they had at us and play their best game, and that was our expectations going in. And our kids, we really, really talked to them about not overlooking our opponent, not looking towards next week. And I felt like they did a pretty good job of that. It was beneficial, the fact that they ran a little bit of a unique offense to them, kind of an old school looking offense schematically that they had kind of went to throughout the year. And so our kids had to really learn and work through that. That helped with that because they had to have a focus for that. So I felt like our kids did a good job of being, having a good attention to detail about what we were doing. And I think for the most part, our kids played really well.
All right, well, that's going to take us to our first break. But when we return, we'll go out to Tiger Stadium for the first half highlights. You're watching the Tiger Football Report. Okay, Coach, here we are at Tiger Stadium, senior night, and tell you, kind of a messy night, but a lot of excitement here at Tiger Stadium.
Yeah, the rain came on us, and it was kind of fun. It's always fun to play at least one game with some rain, and our kids came out and executed well and did some good things. Get some great field position here by Cameron, so we got the ball here after a penalty on a short field. Get great protection, and what a throw under these conditions. I'm telling you what, starting to 14 seconds in the game, and we're up 7-0.
You can't script a better start than that. 41-yard kickoff return, and then turn right around. First play for scrimmage, Cameron Mays Hunt, catching a touchdown pass, and already 7-0.
So now we're going to put our defense out there. What a great job Hayden did all night with that, kicking the ball in the end zone. But our defense, did a really good job against what they were doing offensively. And, their goal was to slow the game down and snap the ball when the play clock was at a minimum. And our kids executed well. There's a big interception by Kerry Collier to give our offense another short field.
Kerry Collier coming up, the old tip drill right there. And you look at Kerry, he's excited.
Yeah, Kerry's done great for us this year. And here's Jacob Clark. Nice to have him back running the ball. We just kind of, our plan with him was just kind of working back in slow. Here we go with a quick little screen to Cameron. He's so dangerous with the ball in his hands, fun to watch, doing some things. And then we punch it in here with Jacob late.
You see Jacob right there, even on that earlier carry, really ball protection, 4 points of pressure there, and right there wrapping it up as he gets in there.
Yeah, he's heard from his coaches, we don't need the ball on the ground anymore, and he's bought into that. So he's done a good job, and here we are up 14-0, feeling pretty good about where we're at, but we still got to go out and play and do some stuff.
Defense just, defensive players, they really like a rainy night like that. And I was going to say the mud, but that doesn't really apply here to the turf in Tiger Stadium. But that's a defensive player's dream right there.
Yeah, they had a lot of fun with this, and it's our kids played real well defensively. I think in the first half alone, I think we held them to 55 yards total offense. So our kids are excited about that stuff, and we talk about getting the ball back to our offense so we can go do some stuff. As you can see here, Casey operating really well again this week and leading our group. That's Tyler Johnson, sophomore, who came in to play tight end for us this week and did a great job. You can see us getting the ball back. I think we got Cam with another man. The guy makes some plays for you. He's dangerous with the ball in his hands. We ended up getting a little block in the back, so they brought us back a little bit. But we're able to find, I can't tell exactly, that's Clay, I believe. Yeah, Clay down the middle. He's the king of catching the ball inside the 5-yard line. I know his buddies give him a hard time. And then this is a great Chase Hunter getting him a touchdown on senior night. That kid's so valuable to our team, and you can tell these guys get pretty excited about that.
Yeah, another big night by Casey Ford. I think he completed passes to 6 different receivers. Last week it was 8 different receivers, throwing about a 72% completion rate. He is just having an unbelievable season.
Yeah, he is, and I think that makes us tough to defend. I mean, when you're distributing the ball to 7 or 8 different guys at a high percentage, that's pretty impressive. Here's our defense again, getting after the ball. They played so well in the run game. They played good overall, but just the angles that they were taking, they were flying around making plays. Very pleased with their efforts.
Right there, had a little trouble accounting for the quarterback, but still coming up and making a play there.
Yeah, lost to contain a little bit right there, but recovered okay and did some stuff. So this ball ended up being completed out of bounds. We were going to sell out to, if they were going to have success, it was going to be through the air. We were going to sell out to stop the run. And our guys did a pretty good job of that. Logan Darby, he's just dying to do something with one of these returns. Hopefully he'll get an opportunity he works so hard at it. I think the time will come. What a big run here by Austin Roth. The guy's done a lot for us as we've moved him over from defense and done some things.
Yeah, I think Roth went for about 74 yards Friday night.
Yeah, and there's a big guy going in for a design quarterback run. He's pretty good at running the football, and we realize that not many people want to tackle a 270-pound guy. So the guy who can move like that, we're going to put the ball in his hands a little bit.
All right, so already 28-0 as we move in midway through the second quarter here. Well, the rain's really coming down at this point. And, Coach, no turnovers in the game by Bentonville, the second week in a row, and in conditions like that, that's something to be said.
Yeah, it speaks volumes for our guys offensively, taking care of the football and being smart with with the ball and what they're doing. And so yeah, usually when there's rain out like this, the ball's all over the place. But our guys did a good job with that. And here's Logan again, getting the ball back to our offense. Going to operate a little bit. Here's a little screen. Well, that's a great job by Roth setting that up. Good blocking downfield. Flip the field. We got a chance here. There it is, a little ball down Clay, catching the ball in the one again. Then we punch it in with quarterback sneak.
You know, what a great catch, going back to that catch by Barganier right there. Pretty good coverage on that play, but somehow came up with that ball.
So this puts us up 35-0 with still probably about 4 minutes. You can see it right there, 4:32 left. So at this point, we're wanting to try to start getting some guys in, especially on a senior night. We got some seniors that don't get to play as much as they'd like, so we really wanted to kind of do something this night. So we started working them in at this point, and they did some good stuff for us. Forcing a punt here. At this point, we had to make a decision here. You know, if we were going to flip the field here, we might try to do something, which David does a great job right here.
Run by Nichols.
Yeah, it's nice to get him the football some, and he's a very talented running back, but he's so valuable to us defensively. There's our quarterback. Oh, the conditions might have got to us there. Had a poor snap over our punter's head for a significant loss, giving them a short field. You know, our defense battled through this the best they could, but ended up holding them to 3 in this situation, which we always talk about that. If they're going to get in the red zone, we'll give up 3s, but we won't give up 7s. And our kids kind of buy into this. We really sold out to the block. Great effort by Kerry Collier right there, but they got a great kicker over there. So we were pleased with the way our guys played for the first half.
Yeah, victory for the defense. Hold them to just a field goal with less than a minute left to go in the second half. And I think right now you're going to just take the ball and try to run the clock out as you go into the locker room at halftime. But a good first half, team up 35-3. You've got to feel good about that, knowing that you'll come out and be able to get some of those seniors in as we go forward into the second half.
Yeah, we were able to do that. At halftime, we kind of put together some special teams packages that were some all seniors, and they thought that was kind of fun. So it worked out good. You know, you want to make a night like this special for those guys because there's no guarantees of whether or not you'll get to go back out there again.
All right, well, there you have it. The Tigers up 35-3 at halftime. We'll be back for the second half highlights here in just a moment on the Tiger Football Report.
Crane Hyundai of Bentonville is your hometown full-service dealer. Our sales department gives you access to hundreds of new and pre-owned vehicles, and our award-winning service department is here to fix your problem quickly and get you back on the road. At Crane Hyundai of Bentonville, everything we do is backed by the Crane Commitment, including a 100,000-mile warranty on every new and pre-owned vehicle, and our 100-hour love it or leave it exchange policy. Come see us at Crane Hyundai of Bentonville, located on Moberly Lane in Bentonville.
At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale, we understand that life is too short to spend hours in an ER waiting room. And we know that in an emergency, minutes really do matter. So our entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a clinical professional in 30 minutes or less, because we think you should spend less time waiting and more time feeling better. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, only at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
All right, we welcome you back to the Tiger Football Report. All right, Coach, we're going to go here into the second half, and we'll have to say our camera guy on the sidelines, his camera actually fogged up because of the heavy rain Friday night, so we're going to get a view from up top for a lot of the second half here.
All right, this is a view I'm used to seeing, so this will be fine.
All right. All right, Coach, you're going to kick it away to start the second half, and it's kind of Coach, this is actually the view we get from the press box each Friday night, so nice to kind of see this angle here.
Yeah, this is a good view, and this is good. We got an opportunity to get some guys in. This right here is Kyle Miller. Kyle Miller practices so hard all the time and does so much for us, and for him to get in there and make a tackle for our losses is just awesome for his coaches to get to see. And these guys, you love the guys that get this opportunity. This is a sophomore, Jared Ritchie, picks the ball off and returns it for a touchdown, 55 yards. The guys are blocking for him. The excitement that we have on the sideline, our guys that play on a regular basis are starters. You know, they're the first ones to greet him as he comes off. This is what it's all about right here.
Well, I know that's a moment that young man will never forget right there, his first pick six at Tiger Stadium.
So we get a chance to go back out there, and once again, you know, we're working some young guys in as well as a lot of our seniors. You can see Taj Young in there, and Kyle Miller still in there, and it's just nice to see some of these guys to get a chance to play a little bit and the effort that they give. There's a big play right there.
And I'll tell you, what is impressive is how the Tigers and those defensive linemen are really getting off their blocks and penetrating and getting back there to the football.
Yeah, our D-line's playing real well right now, and we got to keep that up in order to continue to have success. Now we're getting Chase some snaps at quarterback, which is good. Hopefully we don't have to use him, but it's always good to get him some work. We're trying to get the ball to some of our guys. That's Winston Wilson. He's a favorite amongst everybody. We try to get him the ball right there, but they made a great play, and then a fly sweep with Nick Gibson. He's got such great speed. We like to try to get him the football some. They got to where they were pounding their fullback on us a little bit here against some of our younger guys, and it took them a minute to get it figured out. But
that guy's a load. I think he checks in at 244 pounds.
Yeah, he is a load, and these guys, they did pretty good considering. But pleased with the way they're playing. This is Ian Wynn, and it's so important to get a guy like that on the football field. He's such a great kid, and being a Bentonville Tiger means the world to him.
It does. I have Ian in class, and he always says, "Did you see me on Friday night?" And we got his name out there, and Ian, you did a great job.
Yeah, it's fun to see these guys that practice so hard and don't always get out there to get their chance, and it's fun to see. So here we go. We got, once again, I think this is a group of kids out there that normally aren't on our return team. We want to just give some other people an opportunity to play and get some guys some carry. That's Easton Miller. He's our sophomore back. He does a really good job for us. And we just kind of pound it with him a little bit here. He's got great vision and good pad level and does some good things. He's fun to watch on Monday nights. And we just continue to run the football with him as the clock winds down, as the score, at this point, we just felt like it was good just to get our guys some time. So, at this point, we're excited about the big win and excited for our kids.
Well, there you have it. The Tigers win 49-6 over the Heritage War Eagles. We'll be back in just a moment to preview next week's game with the Fayetteville Bulldogs. You're watching the Tiger Football Report. We're back on the Tiger Football Report. Well, Coach, here we go. Week 10, the Week 10 rivalry, Fayetteville, Bentonville, and man, it's not going to disappoint. Another exciting matchup this week.
Yeah, we're excited. This is a game that obviously I think both teams look forward to each and every year. We usually play Fayetteville, seems like twice a year for the last 4 or 5 years, and it's always never disappointed. It's always a good ball game, and I don't expect anything different this year.
When you look at this, I think the matchup that people are talking about is Fayetteville's high-octane, explosive offense against really tough, really good Tiger defense. Talk a little bit about that matchup.
I think from a fan's perspective, you're looking at the top defense in the conference statistically versus the top offense in the conference statistically. So it'll be a great matchup. They're very dangerous over there offensively. They're scoring 40-plus points a game on everybody. Their quarterback is very impressive, and he's got a great offensive line with some guys to get the ball to. So we'll have our work cut out for us defensively, but our kids are excited about the opportunity.
All right, well, Coach, best of luck to you as you and the guys and the staff go to Fayetteville this week to take on the Fayetteville Bulldogs.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us here each week where we take you inside of Bentonville Tiger football. So long, everyone.